Yes, my beautiful people, what is going on? It's creamslice. Welcome back to the channel. So I had to get on and try and get some footage straight away as soon as the recent buff to a certain exotic happened, and there's only one class that this pairs significantly well with, and that is the Void Hunter with gyrfalcon's infinity volatile rounds. The exotic we're using has had a massive 67% damage increase, plus the 20% at the start of the season, which in my personal opinion makes this weapon god tier now. So in some of the footage you're seeing, we took it into a grandmaster and a master lost sector just to test the waters, and oh my this is such a fun combo. It's powerful. Obviously, with the artifacts as well, we're getting infinity weaken with a hunter subclass. We're invisible pretty much all the times. Infinity volatile rounds. Everything just goes off with this exotic and the subclass. So do me a favor, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll dive straight into the build. So the thing that I love about this exotic combo with the gyrfalcons and the graviton lance is the aspect stylish executioner. So defeating a weakened, suppressed, or volatile target grants invisibility. This is where our infinity invis is going to come from, because we are constantly going to be defeating weakened enemies, right, and volatile targets. So when you leave your invisibility, you're going to get volatile rounds. The weakened part is where this build shines. As we know, with the artifact, we have the perk supernova. So when you pick up a void breach, any source of void damage is going to create a massive weakening effect to enemies around, therefore making it easy to chain stylish executioner, making sure you have infinity invis and infinity volatile rounds. And then the other aspect we're using is vanishing step. Dodging makes you invisible. So the fragments I was running in this GM and the lost sector is echo of persistence. So any invisibility, overshield, and devour effects have increased duration. Echo of obscurity finishes grant invisibility, another way to use volatile rounds after you do a finisher. The next fragment, echo of undermining, are void grenades weaken targets, another way to proc stylish executioner. And then we have echo of starvation, picking up a void breach or an overpower grants devour. So quickly back to echo of persistence. With void breaches, we're going to get an overshield, we're going to get devour with it as well, and with this build having like pretty much permanent invisibility, echo of persistence has to be the play with this build. So the gyrfalcon's exotic perk is see me, feel me. Your void weapons gain volatile rounds after you emerge from being invisible. When you are invisible and defeat an enemy using a finisher, all of our weapons gain a bonus damage, which is really nice. On top of that, we can get a reserved overshield as well. Where do we start? The graviton lance. This is like one of my favorite exotics in the game, and just with the buff alone is just amazing, honestly. So we have a lot going on with this exotic. So cosmology, kills with a weapon cause enemy targets detonate and spawn void projectiles that track targets. But the catalyst, it comes with purple, increased damage against bosses, vehicles, and guardians. So it's going to do even more damage to champions as well. Not only that, we have turnabout. Using this weapon to break the shield of a combatant will grant you an overshield. The perks within this weapon are just top tier for endgame, in my opinion, for a primary weapon anyway. So it had a 20% damage increase at the start of the season. Now it's had a massive 67% damage increase, making it easier to kill ads, yellow bars, and all that good stuff. So the setup I'm currently running with my hunter, this enabled me to pretty much tackle every single champion. We want the chill clip, riptide, that will stun unstoppables and overloads. Then we have the volatile rounds with graviton lance. So the way that I had it set up with the armor mods, I'll go over it quickly. Dynamo for extra super when we dodge, void siphon to create orbs of power. Then we've got on the arms grenade kickstart, firepower, and void loader. on the chest piece, charged up, double void resistance because of the activity that I had. Then we've got elemental charge on the boots. When we pick up a void breach, it's going to give us some armor charges. Then we're going to use them with void weapon surge, giving the graviton an extra 17% damage increase on top of the 67% damage increase. So we just got oh my god, this is such a reckless build. It should not be allowed, Bungie. Honestly, it's mental. On the Hunter Cloak, we've got double bomber and special finisher. It doesn't really matter what mods you want. This is totally flex. It's up to you what you want to run. Quickly on the artifact, we have Unto the Breach. Defeating a void debuff target creates void breaches. So you're going to be debuffing everything with the gyrfalcons with volatile rounds. Then you're going to get the overshield with your void breaches with protected breach. And then, like I said, supernova, picking up your void breach causes your next source of void damage to create a weakening pulse. So yeah, it's top tier, guys. Now honestly, go try it out. I'm creamslice. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.